Welcome guys, Sizwe Sakhe here at Sizwe Sakhe Academy, and this is the global classroom. It's the class for the whole world, whole mathematical world. This is the class. So let's do it. It says determine the exact values of the following without the use of a calculator. We've got sec squared 45 degrees and tan squared 30 degrees. So what I'll do here basically is the same. This is the same as saying sec squared 45 degrees divided by tan squared 30 degrees, right? And sec squared 45 degrees is the same. It is the same as its inverse, which is 1 over cos squared 45 degrees divided by tan squared 30 degrees is the same as sine squared 30 degrees all over a cos squared of 30 degrees. Right? So this is 1 over a cos squared 45 degrees multiplied by its inverse now. Denominator becomes the numerator. It becomes cos squared 30 degrees all over let me try this one, Shane, please work. All over way from bed to west sine squared 30 degrees. Righto. Here we've got 1 over cos squared 45 degrees. At cos 45, it's 45 first quadrant, all ratios positive. Cos at 45, cos is the x value at 45, which is root 2 over 2 multiplied by cos 30. Oh, I need to remember there is a square, so I must put a square here. So it's 1 over root 2 over 2 all squared. And here cos 30, cos squared 30, 30 first quadrant, all ratios positive, cos also is positive, but this is squared, and the cos at 30 is root 3 all over a 2 all squared divided sine squared 30, it's 30 degrees first quadrant, all ratios positive, therefore sine also is positive, and its value at sine 30 is half all squared. This is what it should look like, right? So we have 1 over, so it's 1 over root 2 squared is 2 all over, let me put this one to be bigger than the other one so that it doesn't confuse us. It's 1 over 2 over 4, right? And 2 over 4 multiplied by, coming back to this, we know that it's 2 over 4. 2 over 4 is the same as 1 over 2, because 2 into 2 goes once, 2 into 4 goes twice. So it's 1 over a half multiplied by root 3 over, root 3 squared gives me a 3, and 2 squared all over 4 highly divided by 1 squared is 1 over a 4. So here I have 1 divided by a half, put this into brackets, multiplied by 3 over a 4 divided by a fourth, 1/4, all into brackets, right? Right, so this, when you multiply it, when you do this, it's 1 multiplied by 2 over 1. I'll just go on like this so that I bring clarity. I can shorten this into a very shorter, especially in an exam, you've got to try to make it shorter because of time. But make sure you don't make it too short that you miss marks, because they want to see how you got it, how you got it right. Okay, they want to see steps and methods in between, right? And here we multiplied, so here it would be a 3 over a 4 multiplied by 4 over 1. Sorry, 4 all over 1. So basically here it will cancel. So we've got 3 over 1, and here it will cancel. Therefore, if I may take this up to here, please, let's take this right together. So I've got 2 now multiplied. Here is a 2. I just took out the brackets, but I took the 2 and placed it there, multiplied by this, cancelled with this, 3 over 1, which is as good as 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. And this is how this is done. This is how it's done. So it's important here, remember, you are given squares. So each square, these squares represent that your values are now squared. Your values are now squared. It's no longer a single value. Initially, we were given sine 30 degrees, and this is half, right? This is half, but sine squared 30 degrees, it means this half all squared, which is 2 over, no, 1 squared is 1, which is 1 over a 4. 1 over a 4, this is your answer here. Here it was half, here it is squared. Sorry, here it was half, here it's a quarter, here it was plain, sine was plain, sine 30, exact value. But here they tell you we square the value, and when we square the value, this is what we get. So that is why we got to here. Sec squared, tan squared, theta sec squared, 45, right, tan squared, 30. And it's easier when it's like that, for me especially. Hope it's easier for you to sec squared 45, you do the reciprocal, and tangent, you know tangent is sine over cos. Take it as it is, sine squared 30 over cos squared 30. You don't say because it's tan, then when you change, you don't put the square. No, both must be allocated with their square. Each sine squared, sine has its square, and cos must also have its square, and then you carry on with it mathematically. This was just an example for you, just an explanation for you. Right, guys, watch out for more videos, and God bless.